Now that's when Karzai became a president, or whatever he's called, prime minister over Afghanistan. All right. Now, so who is actually, harvesting these poppies? You follow me? For heroin production, for opium production. This has been going on for a few, couple of centuries. You see what I'm saying? So now America is behind this, together with the British monarchy. Okay. You got it reads here, says now they saying the Taliban, you understand, derives $100 million from poppy growth. See, that's the spin they put on it. Okay. Yet the Marines are not destroying the plants. In fact, they are reassuring villagers that the poppies won't be touched. Okay, so you understand, if they wanted to stop this growth and they wanted to inhibit, you understand, the Taliban from acquiring all this money, as they say in this article, for acquiring weaponry to fight them, then quite naturally they would be destroying the poppies. Simple as that, because you're going to attack their money source, just like they're doing us here in America. Like I just stated, they have moved all of the businesses out. You understand? And at the same time, they're saying the same thing that Amenophis II said: make brick without straw. Pay your bills, but I'm not going to help you. So that you can come on shows like this and disseminate this knowledge to the masses of who I am, what I have done, you see what I'm saying, and what I'm doing, and where this is going, and who's actually bringing all of this, you understand, all of this knowledge out into the public eye. Because this is YHWH that's doing this, as he said he would, which is a fulfillment here, 47 Isaiah. It's also a fulfillment of the one chapter, Obadiah, where Yah says, talking about Esau, I read it on the last show, how are thy secret things sought up and searched out, O Esau? Because the descendants of Esau, these international bankers, they've been hiding in the dark. Now, just like here, Pritzker, Penny Pritzker. I said on the last show her name was Cindy, but it's Penny Pritzker. Multi-billionaire in her own right. She's part of the Pritzker, a family. Multi-billion-dollar family here in Chicago, right outside Chicago. They live in the suburbs here. But she was Barack Obama's campaign fund manager. And she is the one that got all of this, help acquire this $850 million in his campaign, his campaign chest, war chest, fund chest. You follow what I'm saying? The biggest amount of money any presidential campaign has ever acquired since they've been having these so-called, dog and pony show campaigns, right? But she was, it was stated she might be brought into the cabinet, but she rejected it. And the reason why, because when you become, just like you've just witnessed the last few, couple of months or so since Barack Obama's been president, different people that has been brought into his cabinet that he nominated, they were rejected for not paying taxes. This Daschle, you understand, the Treasury Secretary, this guy Gaitner, he didn't pay his taxes, but he got nominated anyway. You understand? Because the Illuminati wanted him in there, because they picked Barack Obama's, the people in his campaign. Basically, they're picking that. He's not picking them. They're picking them. All right. That's why you got Rahm Emanuel, like we said on the last show, chief of staff, whose father was an Irgunist. Rahm Emanuel's got dual citizenship. He's a citizen over in Israel. He's a citizen here in America. Okay. He's the bag man for the Brofmans up there in Canada, and for the, MI6 in England. You follow me? Now that's Rahm Emanuel, his chief of staff, an Edomite. All right, Davy Axelrod, another Edomite, campaign manager in his cabinet. Okay, he's surrounded. All right, okay, and so they're controlling him. Simple as that. They just got him for the face value. Okay, he's been raised for this position, but this Penny Pritzker, she rejected it. This cabinet post. Why? Because again, it says here, a member of one of the nation's wealthiest families, Pritzker has known Obama since the mid-1990s and has been a financial patron of his political career since the early days of his U.S. Senate campaign. She provided a valuable bridge to the national and regional business elite as finance chairman for Obama's presidential campaign. but nomination for a cabinet post would impose significant scrutiny and financial disclosure requirements upon a powerful businesswoman who oversees a portion of her family's giant financial empire, which includes the Hyatt hotel chain, but also ranges from construction equipment to a credit data company. Okay? Now, it was also, they had a bank here up in Hinsdale, Illinois, and in 2001 it collapsed. All right? It says the 2001 collapse of Hinsdale, Illinois based Superior Bank, which her family co-owned, could be a source of controversy for Pritzker in confirmation hearings for any cabinet nomination. The bank failed amid charges of fraud, mismanagement, as it pursued a national business in subprime mortgage lending. Okay? Okay, the bank failure generated further local controversy when a Pritzker-owned company received $31.5 million from an FDIC settlement with the bank's accountant. Okay, rankling critics who contended that depositors who lost money in the collapse should have been paid before the Pritzkers. Now, same thing what we witnessing with, you understand, Goldman Sachs, right? Bears and Stearns, Lehman Brothers, AIG, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. You understand? All these different banking houses have collapsed, and with that, the people who had monies invested, you know, like this Madoff scam, $50 billion, some of them might get their money back. Why? Because, you know, some of these people is high echelon. So they might get some of their money back, might not get it all, but a portion. But the little people like you and me, we're not going to get anything. And it makes no difference what color your skin is. Like I said on the previous show, you know, a lot of you Gentiles, Caucasians, so-called white people, you understand, you've been bamboozled. You've been tricked and fooled. They don't care about you at all. They don't care about anybody but themselves. Simple as that. Okay? Just like this here. Planned Parenthood. Okay? They're giving out gift certificates so that you can abort your child. Gift certificates. $25 so that you can help you pay to have your child that the Creator gives you aborted, and that you can throw that child in the incinerator, in the fire, like our forefathers, the sons of Israel, were doing, and many other nations was doing many years ago, taking their children and sacrifice them to idols and images. Okay? Gift certificates. Ain't that something? That's something. Okay? Now, again, this is the kind of people we dealing with here. You understand? Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, just like here. Okay? This just happened the other night. Okay, Thursday night here in Buffalo in the United States, February the 12th. Okay? 49 people died in a plane crash. Okay? 49 people died in the plane crash. And 2 of the people on this plane, Allison DeForge, okay, was with the Human Watch group. You know, this Human Watch, they watched all around the world to see where genocide is being committed. And this Allison DeForge, she was one of the foremost authorities on the genocide that had been committed in Rwanda between the Hutus and the Tutsis. Okay? And it's known that, and she brought out through documentation, okay, that the Clinton administration, who was in power at, you know, in the government at that time, headed the government, you know, out on Front Street, turned a blind eye, as all European nations did. Okay? You know, the World Court, European World Court, they knew this was going on. They tried to act like they didn't, but they knew it was going on. When they talked about it, they didn't even use the word genocide, because it's supposed to be in international law that they're supposed to abide by, that if you know genocide is going on, you're supposed to do something about it. You're supposed to intercede and put a stop to this. But they wouldn't even use the word genocide. They avoided using that word.